What's up, baby?
What's up?
You know what it is. It's One Piece 985, I think. 985.
Yep.
It's the same as always, man. It's the Kage Division and Least, the Commander of the Sky Regiment, it's the King of the Pirates, it's the Commissioner of the CCG, Principal of the Hero Academy, the Captain Commander of the Gold Tier 13, the General of Urban Army, Kakashi Hatake, Jiraiya Sensei, Vince Smoke Sanji, Odin Sama, Black Picasso. I'm here, as always, with Rono Enock, the Samurai, Mugen and Jin, the Cut Your Ass Up.
Yo.
The Ghost of Onigashima.
I don't even know all these names you be saying.
That's part of it, man. Part of the journey is figuring out who it really is.
We need like air horns to go off during your introduction. That's exactly what we need.
The gunshots off this one?
Yes, gunshots.
The King of the Pirates, Commissioner of the CCG, Principal of the Hero Academy. I like that. We need to get a soundboard in here.
Yes.
But yo, great chapter, 985. First off the bat, I know we missed the last chapter review, which I'm mad about too, because there's a lot to talk about. But mostly, I'm mad about it because I had a theory in the last chapter that turned out was 100% right in this chapter.
Oh, nice. Tell the people.
And I'm mad we didn't get it on wax too. I mean, I would have told the people about it now, because now we know.
That was the one time we would have been right.
100%, like literally from start to finish, and my entire theory was complete, even down to the timing. I knew it was gonna happen this chapter.
Damn.
And that is the big thing, what the new Onigashima project really is.
Oh, okay.
And I was so mad. I was like, I got it, man. The new Onigashima project's gonna be fine, because it always didn't sit right with me, whatever weird type of relationship Orochi and Kaido had. Because I was like, Kaido's like, why does Kaido need this nigga? Orochi's not even the real Shogun.
True.
The only reason Orochi's even there is because they got rid of Odin after Odin left, and that was because of Kaido too. So Kaido doesn't need Orochi there. It's like that never sat right with me. And he started talking about the new Onigashima project. I was like, new Onigashima is just gonna be all of Wano. He's gonna take over all of Wano. And lo and behold, that's exactly what the fuck happened. And he chopped Orochi's fucking head off, which I was gonna call too. I'm mad about that, but now it just seems like I'm just thinking like, oh, I knew it. I really didn't know it. Trust me, people.
Wait, you thought he was gonna kill Orochi?
I was going to guess that he was gonna kill Orochi as he announced the new Onigashima project. Deadass right then. Like literally what happened. I was like, he's gonna announce it and chop his head off in front of everybody. Like literally page to page what happened.
Oh my goodness, dude. I don't even believe you, dude. That's too good.
I know. That's what makes me mad. Because he could have had proof.
Oh my goodness.
It's all good though. What do you think about this stuff? The big thing out of chapter 985.
That was insane. I mean, I didn't think that was gonna happen, but it totally makes sense that it would. Like you're saying, Orochi has no use. Like what use does he actually have that Kaido needs? He doesn't need anything from him anymore. He took his land and everything.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is the appearances, because the people want to believe that Orochi's a shogun and Kaido might need that, but Kaido doesn't need that fake figure to get the people in line. He can just, like, he's Kaido. He can just take over Wano if he wants to, and people just gonna do whatever Kaido wants, because what the fuck are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Other than, revolt, but they're not gonna beat Kaido.
Yeah, like, he needed him for, like, bureaucratic and maybe, like, production purposes, things like that, but, like, he has that now. Like, he's good.
Yeah.
And even then, he really probably could have just killed him and done all that himself, but it would have been a lot harder.
From the start, exactly.
So he's just like, let me just
maybe.
Or it would have been, because he wouldn't have had, like, I guess people don't really like Orochi either, but Kaido's authority would have been worse in their eyes even, because he wouldn't have been the Shogun. So that's why I say it might have been harder.
I thought the same thing. I don't know about that still, because technically Orochi's just as much a Shogun as Kaido is, because he's not Kosuke either. He's Kurozumi, which, like, they have the whole thing with Kurozumi should have been next and all that bullshit, but, like, nobody else other than the Kurozumi clan even knew about that. So why is it easier for them to accept Orochi as Shogun than even Kaido, if we're not going to go with the Kosuke Shogun?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think even still though, but at least I can say for Orochi that at least he's an insider, like at least he's a native though. So I think that might make things a little easier, even if you're having that like cognitive dissonance. As Kaido's just some guy.
And did the whole thing where Orochi was working with Odin's dad and everything, and he did that fake thing where they had the nigga with the Banklei Devil Fruit fake and act like he's Odin's dad, but like, yeah, on my deathbed I want Orochi, Odin's quote-unquote brother, to take over and all that shit, but nobody even saw that either. I don't know.
I'm sure he said that though, like everywhere. Like, his dad said,
I'm sure he said that.
It's like that annoying kid. My dad said,
your word.
Shut up.
But yeah, it seems like it's just bound to happen at some point.
Yeah, I'm I don't know. I'm a little angry. I hope he's not really dead because I want the samurai to
kill him. Do you think
him.
he really is dead? That's the question. Do you think he's really dead? Because I feel like there's still some narrative use left in him being alive, but also I can see him really being dead too. I mean, his head got cut off.
Crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. If I had to make a guess, like I'm gonna say no, he's not dead. That's my guess. Just because, like you said, like he has too much use to the story still, to the characters who are there still.
Specifically, narrative use to Hiyori.
Yeah. The dude's sister.
Yeah. Momonosuke's sister, Oden's daughter.
Yeah.
Komurasaki.
Yeah. No, same thing. I mean, like, do you think he's dead?
I could see it either way. The one way I would see him still being alive, I mean, his head got cut off. We saw his detached head on the ground with blood coming out of everything. The one thing I would say would be if he is still alive, the reason why is because of his devil fruit. And with this devil fruit allows him to have 9 heads. I don't know what is around that. I know I saw some people talking about, his devil fruit isn't a Hydra fruit, but I know, like, they think that Oda might have combined qualities from a Hydra with, I forgot what, Orochi's devil fruit actually is. But with a Hydra, if you cut off one head, it'll grow right back, and they have the multiple head thing, kind of similar to Orochi. Even Orochi is not a Hydra, but I've seen maybe Oda might have put a little bit of Hydra shit into his devil fruit, and he might be able to grow his head back, something like that. Or Kaido might have just chopped off the main head out of Orochi's 9 heads.
Okay.
So I don't know what that would look like, maybe, or maybe that might mean that Orochi, the person who Orochi is, the conscious of Orochi, or maybe not even the conscious of Orochi, because they all might be quote unquote Orochi, but each head might have different personalities, and Kaido might have chopped off the main head just now. It's what people expect.
Okay, but there's still other, like Orochi, or just other aspects of him that are alive.
Maybe, possibly, in stellar fruit form or something like that. Similar to like the Snow White doors or some shit like that, even though they're different people. But you know what I mean? One of them's grumpy, one of them's angry, you know what I mean? One of them's stupid.
Maybe we'll get a Orochi that's nice, maybe. But yeah.
Maybe one of them's nice. Yeah.
I hope it could be. I'm thinking, but Oda went to very troubled lengths to show him, to show his head.
Yeah. Like, we saw the sword go right through his neck, eyes roll back.
God damn, this dude.
Actually, this is the most dead we've ever seen anybody on One Piece.
Right? Like, Ace
it's real dead niggas we haven't seen this dead.
This dude, we saw everything.
Ace did get a hole. That's true.
But, I don't know. How long do, because I read some about ink clones too. Some people were saying it's an ink clone.
That's the thing that Kanjuro's presence just makes in Wano. Is like, you don't know what is true across the board or not. Like, everything could be ink clone or everything could not be. But yeah, I saw people saying that too. I don't know if they would be able to even predict that to happen in time for Kanjuro to make an ink clone then and everything. You know what I mean?
True. That's the big thing. We don't know what Orochi I don't know. But do we know what the deactivation time is for those ink clones?
We don't know. See, we don't know the full extent of Kanjuro's power still, because he just gave a sample size of his real actual Devil Fruit power a few chapters ago.
Yeah, so there's too many things we don't know about Orochi to say if he's dead. It's just, there's too much.
I don't know. We're definitely gonna see.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of we're gonna see, speaking of a lot, we're all over the place right now. But speaking of we're gonna see, I talked to you briefly before we started potting about the news, quote unquote news that came out today from one of the One Piece editors. One of the main One Piece editors was saying that editing the next chapter, One Piece chapter 986, was the first time in his entire editing history in One Piece that what happened in that chapter moved him to tears.
What? Come on.
The first time. And he's been there I think he's been there for 2 years or whatever like that. So he's seen some shit. Like, I was moved to tears during Yasumi's death.
Yeah.
Yasumi's death was done pretty... I literally was moved to tears.
Yeah.
And then the daughter came and everything. It was really emotional. And he wasn't. So now I'm like, what the fuck's happening in the next chapter?
Come on. That sounds like some PR. Get out of here.
I don't know.
You didn't cry when Ace died? Nah, I don't believe you for a second.
He wasn't editing when Ace died.
Oh, he wasn't? Oh, okay.
He said he's only been editing for 2 years.
Oh, yeah, I forget in One Piece I forget how long this is.
Been going on for 30 years.
But okay, yeah, sure, I could see that. So
it's the first time he actually really said anything really about any chapters, really.
So something really bad is gonna happen next chapter.
But what could it be? I saw a lot of people speculating, which is something we're going to talk about anyway, about the final panels in the chapter with Okiku crying and blood on what seems to be Okiku's sword.
Oh yeah.
What do you think is going on there? This has been a big speculation point.
Yeah, something about kind of look like ink to me. You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna get at. Is that really blood, or is it could be ink too? But Okiku's crying, or bawling crying too. So what? I was thinking it could be a red herring, and it could actually be ink too. Yeah. He's fighting Kanjuro.
Could be a situation where the battle is just not going the way we thought, or it's not going well for the samurai, and maybe something happened and Kanjuro got what he escaped before he could get him. So that's why he has ink on his sword. He's crying because maybe someone got murked. You know what I mean?
I still don't know if that would make sense for her to be crying that hard unless it's... I was just thinking now maybe it might have something to do with Izo, because Izo just... I see something going wrong with the reunion between Okiku and Izo in Wano. Maybe not this early from Izo just coming back, because Izo was just literally shown... Maybe actually this chapter.
I think he was...
Or last chapter.
Was he? I think he was shown in the last one.
Yeah, I think it was last chapter, but
like
still.
The panel, yeah.
She just got here, or he just got here. But, I can't think of what else would drive Okiku to tears like that. Coming off of the just spirited run towards Kanjuro just before, and she looked so hard in her whole samurai gear too. Yeah. I fuck with Okiku, man.
That's a great fit.
I do. She looks so cool.
That's a great fit.
It is.
Man, I don't know. I really don't know. That's a hard amount of tears, like you were saying.
It is, and that company with whatever's going on with this next chapter.
Make the editor cry.
Yeah, but everybody's going crazy on Twitter trying to figure out what the fuck that means and what can even happen with what's set up now. Because now I think shit's set up for something epic to happen next chapter, but something sad, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, who knows? We'll see. Ooh, actually, we are all over the place still. We skipped, you got an MVP for this chapter?
Oh yeah, MVP. It's gotta be Kaido.
Wait, speak to why.
Because, okay, so, I mean, he cut Orochi's head off. Like, bro, I hate Orochi. Yeah. I hate him so much. Every page he's in this manga, I hate you. But Kaido, you the MVP for that. You the big MVP for that. Even if I don't like
it's bound to happen at some point.
Yeah, come on. That's my
MVP. I haven't made my decision if I don't like Kaido or not. My MVP is still Kaido for opposite reasons. My MVP for this chapter and last chapter, not opposite reasons, because this is not related reasons to him cutting off Orochi's head. But which is a crazy thing to say for this chapter.
It is.
But my MVP for last chapter and this chapter are both Kaido, and I think the One Piece community is doing a terrible job at portraying Kaido as a father. Kaido is a great father, and Yamato seems to be the spoiled one. Kaido is an amazing father compared to anybody else. Kaido is a great father compared to anybody else.
Bro, what?
Any other father in One Piece, honestly.
He locked her up.
I can say it.
He locked her up.
You ever grounded your kid before?
Didn't he like beat her?
Actually, you don't have a kid, but you're
no, yeah, I don't have a kid.
I got spanked too. But peep this. So Odin is someone who Kaido killed. He's someone who he obviously does not want his daughter or son or daughter to emulate or look up to. Yamato identifies as Odin, not a man. A man because Odin's a man, but she identifies as Odin.
Yeah, true.
And Kaido respects his daughter so much that he never misgenders her once, despite he identifies as somebody who Kaido directly is against.
Wow, that's crazy.
Kaido called him son multiple times. He introduced the idea of Yamato as, where is my son?
True.
Even today, like the Shogun of Wano is gonna be my son, not my daughter. There's no question about that. My nigga Kaido is progressive. My nigga Kaido is actually a great dad. He's giving everything to his son, quote unquote son. I mean, it seems a little more like Yamato's a little more spoiled than Kaido is bad.
He's an okay dad. He's okay for that one.
Who's a better dad in One Piece?
I don't know. Who?
Biological dad.
Let's see.
Because obviously Whitebeard's the best dad in One Piece history.
Yeah, Whitebeard, obviously.
But biological dad.
Sheesh. Who has a dad? Sheesh.
Sanji has a dad.
Does he? Okay, he's not. Okay, that doesn't count.
He's a terrible dad.
Whose dad is not total crap.
Luffy got a dad.
That's not.
He's not spoken one word to him his entire life.
These are not high bars.
I'm saying Kaido might be the best dad in One Piece.
He could be. I need to read. I feel like that's wrong, but you could be right, and that makes me mad.
I think Kaido's misunderstood, man.
I mean,
you're talking about a pirate that's modeled after a Mongol, and he doesn't even misgender his son. It's crazy. You identify as whatever you want to identify. I see you got titties and a pretty ass face, and you kind of fine, but I still call you my son because I respect you. Come on, man.
True.
It doesn't add up. The portrayal of Kaido doesn't add up to me.
But that's like, I don't think Japan really cares about like politically correct things like that from what I've read. So I think maybe his reasons for doing that may not be so king, but
what do you mean?
Like, it's not like he doesn't have the perspective on it that we have on it. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't that make it even more likely for him to not accept him as a son? You know what I mean? We have the benefit of having that movement. We're like, oh, we should be calling someone who's clearly a girl a guy if that's what it identifies as. If they don't even have that movement, that's like, oh, and plus, like, Kaido doesn't even want her to look up to Odin.
Bro, how did Kaido become such a progressive king?
That's so progressive, bro.
Wow, Kaido, props to you. You know what? I might have been, listen, lock her up for like 20 years. That's okay. That's fine. She needed to be disciplined. He needed to be disciplined. Excuse me.
Yes, and if you talk to a 14-year-old or a kid who's been disciplined by their parents and they don't have the full understanding of why they need to be disciplined, it's gonna sound like their parents abuse them from their perspective. Like, all he does is beat me and lock me up. It's like, or you got spanked and grounded, and you'll understand why when you're older. Because Kaido's actually a progressive king.
Speaking facts, look at her now.
MVP, man.
Look at him now. God damn.
Look at her now, man. Hey, even though Yamato's still like, no, fuck you, Dad. I'm not doing anything. I don't want to be a part of any of this. Kaido's still like, hey, that's cool, but here, you can have all of Wano. I'll still give you everything.
It's still my son. Wow.
Despite you saying fuck me, you still my son. You notice I called your son, and I'll still give you whatever you want. And you know what? Oh, I see all the time in real life. What happens all the time is that whenever there's a rich, successful, well-adjusted family, the kid always says, fuck all of you, and I'm gonna rebel.
It happens.
The rebellious kids never come from like the house where, shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's always the kid has everything. It's like, man, I gotta rebel, do something.
They're too bored. Life's too easy.
Yeah, they're too bored. Life's too easy. You've been handed everything.
When you're poor, you don't have time to think about that stuff.
Hell no.
Oh my god.
Yeah, when you're poor, you work together with your family.
Yeah, exactly. Even if you hate them, like, it doesn't matter.
Man, word. We gotta make it together.
That's crazy.
Richie's like, hey, fuck it. I'm gonna do my own thing. I want nothing to do with you.
No, wow.
MVP is Kaido, man.
Kaido's the... Who knew? Maybe Kaido deserves One Piece.
And maybe he does. See, we get so caught up in the whole antagonist-protagonist type of relationship between things. We gotta remember, we still weren't given a reason to look at Kaido as a terrible person yet. Other than, obviously, what he's doing to Wano, but that's mostly Orochi that turned Wano to shit.
Yeah, I'd say Smile's pretty bad, though, to be fair.
The factory that he had at Punk Hazard?
That's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
The whole operation.
And that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. I don't know why I attribute that more to Caesar, because I saw Caesar actually there, and I know how bad Caesar is, but all that is Kaido's plan.
Oh, but maybe he's really looking out for his crew because he wants them to have devil fruit, but he can't get them all devil fruit. So he's like, here, I'm gonna not make you take this, but I'm totally gonna make you take this, but not really gonna make you take it. And there's a 1 in 10 chance that you're gonna survive, but he wants, because he cares. You know what I mean? It's because he wants them to do better.
Yes, and even the ones that are failures, he still keeps in his crew.
Yeah, he does.
It's not like he tosses the failures out. Like, no, you get your own thing. You're a smiler, and you're still one of us, man. You're still one of the. Come on.
Wow, God.
That's also the one thing is the experimenting on kids.
I mean,
on Punk
listen,
Hazard. It's like, all right,
we don't know what those kids did. We don't know who their parents are. Like, we don't know.
We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know. Maybe Caesar started that project off himself because he wanted to prove something like Kaido.
True. Maybe those kids killed somebody. Do you know?
Maybe those kids are terrible. Hey, those kids cried a lot. Seemed like brats to me.
100%. 100%.
100%.
This whole series is Kaido. Kaido's the main character.
I'm fine with that. I've given no reason not to like Kaido, is all I'm saying. The progressive king of Onigashama, of new Onigashama.
Kaido marching for George Floyd. Let's go.
Kaido's definitely out there, bro. Yo, we have some developments with, finally, after fucking 14 chapters, this bitch Big Mom actually changed to her kimono.
Oh, yeah.
She's been changing it to her kimono for so long. For this. It's not even like a crazy
she a big
design
bitch.
change.
She pretty big.
She a big bitch. That makes sense. It got a lot of back to cover.
A lot of shit to cover there. I like it. It's
but,
cute.
Yo, she caught up with Nami and Carrot and got Zeus back.
Yeah, she got him. Yeah, Nami, Carrot. Did she get the other? No, that's just it, right? I didn't see
that's what I was gonna ask. What? Because remember, Big Mom herself was chasing Usopp and Chopper.
Yeah, they were shitting themselves, but they got away.
They were, because she was close. Oh, that's right. We saw them get away. Because remember, they said Big Mom punched it and then started walking.
Transformed.
Possibly turned to a homie. That's right. I answered the question right there. And then she came back and Prometheus found them. Okay, everything actually adds up much more
Sanjay's,
now that I remember stuff.
He's still in the whorehouse.
Sanjay's still looking for bitches.
Yep. Okay.
Who knows? And even, where's Sanjay at, bro? Even Ramen and Jinbei are here.
Everybody's here. I can't wait to see what happens with him. That's funny. But yeah, she got
fucking Sanji, man.
Bro, Big Mom's OD. She's actually OD. That panel with all of all those items,
the homies
with the souls in them.
Yeah,
that scares me.
It's creepier now. It's Japanese stuff, actually. I don't know what it's about, especially that like doll down there and the lanterns and shit like that.
Yeah, that's creepy. I don't like that. I don't like those dolls in those movies. So I don't. Nah.
Yo, Prometheus is just scary to me, son.
Prometheus chilling in the back.
Prometheus is always scary. So he should be flipping moods so fast and shit like that.
Gosh, yeah. She got...
But
yeah, okay.
Also, big news from this, according to the Onigashama project, is one, Big Mom and Kaido officially announced that they're aiming for the One Piece together, and they're aiming for something to do with one of the what are they called? One of the main weapons,
the ancient weapons.
They're aiming for something to do with the ancient weapons. What do you think about that? What's going on with that?
The existence of ancient weapons. So what are? Because one of the ancient weapons was the thing from the water arc, right? They had one of them, right?
So the ancient weapons are Pluton, Poseidon, and Uranus. And Pluton was from in Water 7. They were trying to get the plans to build Pluton. Pluton's a ship.
Okay. Yeah.
And they were trying to get the plans from Tom, who was Frankie's I guess sensei, whatever. And Frankie burned the plans to Pluton, but he might know how to make it himself.
Yeah, I would guess he's probably gonna know.
I should remember that. I have to go back to Water 7 and see again, but I'm pretty sure after he burnt it, he was like, now the only blueprint to Pluton is right up here, right up in his brain. So who knows if that one should come back for the straw? I have no idea. So you have Pluton, you have Poseidon, which is Shirahoshi from Fishman Island.
Why was she the weapon?
Because the Poseidon thing is something that I guess comes down from not generation to generation. I think it appears like every 500 years, something like that. But it's always the princess of Fishman Island. Like I know there's a flashback a while back when actually it was during the Odin flashback when the Roger Pirates. I don't know what you call the Roger Pirates. What do you call the Roger Pirates?
Was it the Jolly?
I've never actually had a name of them.
No, that's a Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger's it's just a skull and crossbones.
Yeah.
I guess it's just a Roger. You never got a name for them, have the Roger Pirates went down there, or it might have been the Roger Pirates. I don't fucking remember. Odin was on so many legendary ships and talked to Neptune, young Neptune, and they forgot. Oh shit, my daughter's at some point is gonna be Poseidon because Poseidon's something that passes down every 200 or 500 years, something like that.
Then the Mats.
But she has the power to control Sea Kings, and the biggest Sea Kings of everything, which are fucking huge monster things as big as a fucking sea.
Yeah, okay.
And Uranus, we know nothing about yet. But Uranus is what I think we're speculating on here might be what they're talking. And I hope so too, because we have no information on Uranus, like fucking at all. But from what I've seen around the community, people are saying so. Poseidon is underwater, right? It's Fishman Island, it's a mermaid. Pluton is sea level. It's a huge fucking ship. So now you're thinking that Uranus might have something to do with being related to the Sky Islands.
Right, okay.
And when we first met Kaido, when Kaido was first introduced to the whole One Piece story,
he
jumped off of
that island,
a Sky Island.
Yeah.
Maybe suicide wasn't the only reason why he was up there.
Yeah, I would definitely add something to that. Other than I'm just killing myself.
Me trying to kill myself. Maybe he's like, you know what, while I'm up here, I might as well try to kill myself again.
Yeah, he's like, fuck, I can't find it. It's pissed.
The whole Uranus is related to the Sky Islands is still, it's just a theory at this point. Nothing in One Piece other than the whole underwater sea level Sky Island synchronicity really points to it being there. Maybe, a lot of people also said maybe Uranus might have something to do with the fucking moon, because of Nell's on the moon now.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people are saying One Piece is on the moon now, which
One Piece on the moon.
I guess we actually know now. Oh, actually, I guess we know now for sure that it's not, because we got the Odin flashback when they were right outside of Raftel and Shanks and Buggy were like, nah, we'll stay out here on the ship, which, no ships on the moon.
Yeah.
But Uranus or something related to it might be up there too. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah. Well, then at some point, she said plural, ancient weapons. So they're trying to get both of them or all of them. So they're gonna go. I don't know if this arc's gonna end well for Luffy, man.
I don't know if it's gonna go for anybody. Well, why Luffy? Because he's deep underwater. Yeah. He's in deep shit, son.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people stronger than Luffy here.
Yeah. Because I think Shirahoshi is 100% gonna get captured at this point, and that's Luffy's island, bro. That's Luffy's lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to do that, I think.
Well, technically, it's Big Mom's right now, and that's why Big Mom wanted to fight with them, because Luffy was like, "Hey, this is my shit." Big Mom was like, "Huh? This is mine. Who the fuck are you, Nani?
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?"
I guess, yeah, we as the readers see it as Luffy's, though, so that would make sense.
The thing with the ancient weapons for me, because remember, Kaido's big plan is to die in the biggest war ever. And so his whole goal and his whole, I guess, his movements are going to reflect him making biggest war of all time. That's why I think he wants the ancient weapons to get in the whole mix of everything. Remember here where he talks about, he says, the existence of the ancient weapons will bring fear and war to humanity. Not will get us closer to the One Piece.
Yeah, true.
Not will crush our opponents. He doesn't really have clear opponents other than like the Marines, but they haven't really like directly fought. He just wants war.
That he just wants war. Yeah, that's true.
He just wants chaos and war. So it looks like his specific goal is to gather ancient weapons, and Big Mom's specific goal might be more related to the One Piece, because remember, she was the one specifically collecting the red poneglyphs. So they might be like, all right, we can make both these two happen if we come together.
Yeah.
And both achieve the same goal.
Kaido doesn't care about one. Do you think he cares?
I think it's just a nice plus to whatever, but I don't think he really cares now.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Just the same way I think the big war is a nice plus for Big Mom, but what she actually really cares about is the One Piece.
Right.
And even then, just not even like her. Like, none of them want the One Piece like Luffy does.
Nah, yeah.
They're both just like, you know what, we're the strongest pirates. You might as well get it.
Yeah. That's we never see him like I don't know. Maybe Luffy's just been really lucky though. To be fair, because all the islands he's visited have been visited before, like every single one, right? So like I guess I'm biased towards Luffy getting the One Piece just because that's who I've followed.
You're watching his story.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I'm not watching Big Mom's story, so it's hard for me to relate to her wanting the One Piece for the reasons that she does.
And it's weird because our bar for someone who wants the One Piece is someone who literally says, "I'm gonna be the king of pirates" every time he introduces something to anybody.
That's it.
So now, from like, just listen to that, nobody wants One Piece. Nobody does.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody is saying like rapping like Luffy. Was like everybody probably does. Just nobody just says it every 3 minutes like Luffy does.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, that has literally.
The pirate, like the title that Roger had. Like, yeah, people don't really mention that, and I think that's important for me.
Oh, that's right. And that remind me, there's so much in this chapter. That remind me of one other thing here. So we know now that, well, not now. We know for the entirety of One Piece that Luffy is the man who, inherited the will of Roger, right? And he's pretty much the will of Roger. He's gonna be king of the pirates. He's gonna be everything about him is just Roger, like
100%.
Yamato is someone who self-inherited the will of Odin. Everything about him is like, I want to be Odin, like full about everything, down to a T, down to the point where, like at the end of this chapter, Yamato mentioned something about joining the Straw Hat ship.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Yamato for Nakama.
If he doesn't
Yamato for Nakama was looking. I was so excited for that last chapter actually. For Yamato for Nakama, now it's damn near confirmed Yamato for Nakama, which means Carrot might not be Nakama.
Damn, that would be a tease.
That would be a big tease for Carrot would be so gypped, man. Carrot would be so mad sitting at Zoe.
Yeah, man.
Because remember the One Piece writers were saying like the next 2, I guess, Straw Hat editions will be back to back, and one of them was already Jinbei.
Yamato, I mean, that's Odin. And Odin's gotta make it in, like, period.
Oh yeah, just the whole thing. Odin rode on Roger's ship, all that. She's obviously trying to copy Odin's path. She's the one that read Odin's journal.
Yeah.
The only person that really knows the full. So who knows what she actually knows? She might know a lot more about Raftel, because nobody else read Odin's journal other than like us, the readers.
Oh, the samurai didn't get that?
Nope.
No. Wow. Yeah.
Yamato had it the whole time.
No, that's important then. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's a lot of knowledge, and she's dumb strong. She's Kaido's daughter.
Dude,
like that would be a crazy addition to it. That would be a wild. Oh, and it's all over the place with the Yamato stuff. So she also mentioned the cuffs.
Yeah.
Keeping her on the island, similar to the whole thing with when Luffy was in Udon and when Rayleigh and all of them were locked up in Sabaody. The whole thing, it would explode if we leave the island type thing. What if the cuffs are also there's so much speculation around this last chapter.
We love speculation.
A lot of people were saying the cuffs, love it. A lot of people were saying the cuffs might also be sea stone cuffs, and there is a panel here. Where is it at? We're talking about it, and she gets cut off. Dang, where is it? Oh, here on page 10, when Luffy and Yamato are talking in the attic, and Luffy says, "Fine, I'll take those off." And Yamato says, "You don't understand. These have kept me trapped here for 20 years without ... So the obvious thing is without me being able to leave, without me taking off, whatever like that. A lot of people were saying that she might have been leading to she's been trapped here for 20 years without using her devil fruit.
Okay.
And those might be sea stone cuffs. And this is big speculation time where like it's not really too much point to this other than hopeful thinking, I guess. Right. Toki still has a shitload of mystery around that whole character, that devil fruit. Since if we're going with the Toki is for sure dead thing, where has that devil fruit been for the last 20 years? Because that's a pretty OD and huge devil fruit as far as like narrative wise. Not really fighting, well, not really, not at all fighting wise, but narrative wise, that's a huge devil fruit. And if a character like Yamato turns out that you take, because they're putting a lot of emphasis on the shackles for just to be another, I mean, Luffy can obviously take them off now with a Rio, just be another like take us off and explode type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For a character as important as Yamato, for them to bring it back for a third time and for it to not have any more to it,
I think
I'm leaning towards that being Sea Stone also, and her having a devil fruit that's pretty troublesome, if not Toki's devil fruit.
Yeah,
which would be huge.
Yeah, that's what,
which would be huge actually.
Because why would she mention that? It's not that a devil fruit is not. I mean, why would you think about that for 20 years to where you mention that?
Yes. Also, remember, she's the one that read Odin's journal, so she probably knows the most out of anybody that's alive right now about the mystery behind Toki's devil fruit. So if she wanted to emulate this whole thing was going on with Odin and all that, and she was deeply involved in the Odin story, and she were to set out to go get a devil fruit, would it not be this one?
It would. It would be proof. I think it would be. Yeah, it would be very important endeavor to have this devil fruit, not just for. I mean, I think for Wano. Like the country of Wano, because
for the whole One Piece world, I think. I mean, this is or just adding this to a character that's one, especially if it's going to be actual Nakama, part of the Straw Hat crew, but just for an important character that's still going to be alive throughout the One Piece story to have this at all. That's huge ability to travel time and all that.
Yeah, or but just based on like for this, because the people of Wano don't really like believe that story. Like it's kind of you know what I mean. So it's like, I could see where for Yamato getting that devil fruit could be, important for Odin to preserve his legacy. Like,
oh wow, I never even thought about it that way. That might be a huge thing for liberating Wano. Show the Wano people what actually maybe even take them back in time.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So
I didn't even think about that.
I could see it. That's where I was thinking, just because this is a fan. Like, if I'm a fan of someone and people ridicule that person, like, what am I gonna want to do?
Yeah, especially if you're the only one who knows the full story.
Yeah. Literally the only person.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's a good point.
One thing that could happen.
I think actually might cause more of a problem than solution past Wano though. If Yamato is gonna be, because I don't think Yamato is gonna stay as I think Momonosuke is gonna stay as Shogun in Wano. If Momonosuke doesn't die, which I don't think Momonosuke will die, but who the fuck knows with whatever they're talking about with this next chapter. So, and she wants to be Odin, she wants to leave Wano.
Teasing.
I think that creates
Odin's
kind of a bit of a problem unless like she doesn't.
You think so?
So much teasing. So if I don't know, because if you have someone with that ability on the Straw Hat ship, how do you have any problems?
Well, how does it...
Like, you go to the future, where Raftel is, like what's gonna happen. I don't know. It's kind of too OD as far as just knowing everything that's gonna, as far as knowledge wise. So you can go in the past, see everything.
Oh, okay.
There's no limits. There could be nothing. Yeah, there's no conflict in future arcs. You know what I mean? There's no surprises. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there's someone, there's someone like, unless like there's I don't know, not the opposite of plot armor. I forgot what you call.
Man,
but a whole bunch of this, like, you have to come out your ass with reasons why she can't use the devil fruit right now because her ankles are in water or some shit like that. So we don't know. There'd have to be a lot of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see where you're going. Do we know like what the limits are of the power?
Of Toki's?
Yeah, Toki's.
I don't know. It seems very OD. Because remember, she's from the Void Century, which is like, I don't know, it's a century. It's 100 years, but I don't know if it's 100 years ago or whatever. But it seems like she can jump however far back in time she wants. She can send people however far back in time she wants, at least 20 years. At the very least 20 years. That's pretty OD.
I would hope there's some, like, maybe there's an activation time on it or something, like where you can only use it every so often. And since
you would have to use it like once a year.
Yeah, and since One Piece goes like super fast, that's basically like a nerf Yamato.
Yeah, because usually arcs, like the span of an arc, I think a span of Dressrosa was literally a day. Supposed to be literally a day.
So quick.
Which is crazy because it's the longest arc.
Yeah. Every other anime
the
is
arc
like
lasted forever.
This was 3 months.
Yeah. I think Dressrosa was literally a day because the birdcage started in the middle of the day and I think it only lasted hours.
Gosh, dang. But yeah. That could be cool. Or could be a zone.
I think it'd almost be too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could also be a zone or something like that. I'm still not letting go because again, with what we're saying about Kaido is giving everything to his son.
Yeah.
I'm still not letting go of the idea that Momonosuke's devil fruit was meant for Yamato. I mean, that seems kind of too obvious.
Yeah.
The devil fruit's the first real working artificial devil fruit, and it's a model after Kaido's real devil fruit. I would assume it's meant for his son. So if that's true, then who knows if Yamato even has a devil fruit at all.
Yeah.
But she doesn't need one, in my opinion. She's Kaido's daughter.
No, yeah, I think
her son.
The only reason
Got that alone.
Yamato would have one would be to, like you're saying, for something important to the story, not just like to have one.
Something involving Oden or something. Yeah. But man, it's we will see how hard we'll be crying.
Yeah,
in a week or two.
We'll see. I'm excited.
I'm excited, man.
That,
we are getting huge shit coming out of every chapter in Wano now. It seems like we're really hitting the climax.
Yeah,
and again, like I said before, it seems like we're leading up to some real epic shit next chapter, not necessarily some epic sad shit. But I'm here for the emotional roller coaster, no matter what you give me, Oda.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for just bring it on, man. Bring it on. You said this was gonna be bigger than Marineford. Let's do it. I've been ready.
That's true.
Since you said that, like,
oh my god, I don't know if I am.
Come on.
Yasumi's death hurt me. I didn't really care that much about the character, but the way that he went about the death was like, oh, this is some sad shit.
Yeah, that was a perfect death.
And this stone cold fucking One Piece editor just like, all right, yeah, I'll edit that. No emotion.
No emotions at all.
And just bawling, crying at this next chapter. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Don't kill Nami.
Oh, man. Nah, don't. Come on.
Bro, what if they do snap out and kill either character or Nami?
I mean, that would. Sheesh.
Oh my god! I will
come on,
ball crying if Nami dies.
Hold on.
I'm like, I have emotion. Nami's the original 3.
Yeah, Nami can't die.
Do you talk about the 3s and the Straw Hats? The OG 3, which is my favorite trio in the Straw Hats out of all the different trios, is the OG 3, the Romance Dawn 3. Is actually what it's called.
Yes. The what 3?
The Romance Dawn. Romance Dawn's the name of the very first arc.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a hard time pronouncing Dawn. Romance Dawn trio: Nami, Luffy, and Zoro.
Yeah, Nami's great.
There's a special place in my heart for them, man. I followed them for like 25 years. If you kill them right now for some bullshit, I will cry and drop the series.
Yeah, I mean, we're about past due for some sad shit, though. So, I mean, somebody... I don't think Nami... I hope Nami doesn't die, man. That'd be sad. That'd be OD sad.
I'm mad at myself for even putting the idea in my head.
Come on, bro. You don't be... I hope you're not right about this.
I mean, her and Kara are in a pretty bad situation.
Yeah, they are. Everybody's in a killing mood, it seems.
See, I was sad about the idea of Nami losing Zeus until I just thought about this shit.
And they're probably not going to kill Momonosuke because don't they need him to... I was reading something about, doesn't he reads poneglyphs or something? Or he speaks to them. Or he hears the voice of something like that.
That's right.
He
hears the voice of... hears that whatever that voice of voices shit is, that Luffy and him... And I think there's Luffy, him, Roger, right? And Roger.
Yeah.
Were the only 3 we've ever seen hear him. He hears Sea Kings, and he heard actually Zunisha, which isn't even Sea King. I don't know what the fuck it is, but yeah, that's right. It's a good point. There's still that has to be whatever delved into before Momo dies.
So Nami.
That's a good
Momo's
point.
Probably safe for a little bit. At least.
Oh man, don't stress me out.
Okay.
Oh man. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just get this out of our head and stick with we'll see when we see.
Mm-hmm. Let us know what y'all thought, man.
Definitely let us know what you're thinking. Whatever terrible thoughts you have about what's gonna happen next.
You love it?
Let's get depressing in this bitch.
Let's do it. Let's get into it.
Hey, we'll get into it. Chapter 986 coming in another 2-week break. We will talk to you guys then.
Peace, y'all.
Salute.